Okay. The village of Hayward respectfully acknowledges that where land gathered here is the unceded territory of the Comox First Nation, the traditional keepers of this land. Now we'll call the meeting to order. Public question period. Public input is for the purpose of permitting the people in the gallery to provide feedback should be no longer than 15 minutes unless approved by the majority of council vote. Each speaker may provide a respectful comment on any topic they deem appropriate and not necessarily on the topics of the agenda of the meeting. Each speaker may not speak longer for 2 minutes, but may have a second opportunity if time permits. Each speaker may not speak in regards to a bylaw in respect to where a public hearing has been held. For the record, please state your name and address. No? Okay. Introduction of late items. Councillor Johnson.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'm proposing that we add a late item to 15 new business in regards to Canada Housing and Infrastructure Fund. This is a time-sensitive request, so that's my reason for requesting a late item at this time.
Okay.
I'll move that.
Discussion? All in favor?
I'll second that.
Oh, second that. Yeah, I'm jumping again there. There we go. How about a discussion now? All in favor? Opposed? Seeing none, motion is carried. Thank you. 15A, new business. Recommended resolution that the agenda for the regular council meeting held on January 21st, 2025 be approved as amended.
Move that.
Second,
I'll second that.
discussion. All in favor? Opposed? Seeing none, motion is carried. Minutes of previous, the minutes of the regular council meeting held on January 7th, 2025 be adopted. Do I have a motion, please?
Move that.
Second,
I'll second that.
discussion. Councillor Coates.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. On the minutes, where it says that Councillor Johnson opposed, I also opposed. So if that could be corrected and recorded. Thank you.
Councillor Burchett.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Under 3C, just a correction to my last name.
Okay, so the minutes as amended.
I'll move that.
Second,
Second.
discussion. All in favor? Opposed? Seeing none, motion is carried. B, that the minutes of the regular council meeting held October 3rd, 2023 be adopted as presented. Do I have a motion, please?
I'll move that.
Second? I need a second, though.
Second it.
Thank you. Discussion? Councillor Polson?
To make a friendly amendment to the motion. I would like to make a friendly amendment to the motion that I have several things on my written down on the agenda from the original minutes. And I wonder if I can pass them to the CAO so he can check through and see if those corrections need to be made.
Okay. Sure. We'll defer it. We'll defer the October 3rd, 2023. Excuse me.
I'll move that.
Yeah, but we'll just do refer. We don't need council vote on that, do we? We do? Okay. Move second. To defer. Need a second.
I'll second that.
Discussion? All in favor? Opposed?
I
See,
abstain from that vote. Thank you.
Abstaining.
okay, 2 abstained, 3 in favor.
And would that be registered as an abstention since you weren't on council at that time and you don't know what the
Correct.
minutes were? Thank you. Thank you.
Councillor Paulson, that's correct on my behalf as well.
Okay, C. Yes, sir.
We're going to get to the explicit language from the community charter, but just as an FYI, councils in the province of BC don't have the legislative tool for abstention, even though that has been a practice in many councils. You either vote in favor or you vote opposed. And if no vote is registered, then the mayor needs to acknowledge no vote is registered. But again, I'll get you the specific language in a moment here on that piece.
Thank you. C, that the minutes of regular council meeting held November 7, 2023 be adopted as presented.
I'll move that.
Thank you. Second,
Second that.
discussion? Councillor Paulson?
This November 7th meeting was a special council meeting and there are no minutes per se to the special council meeting. There was nothing done, but it was moved to in camera, so there should be in camera minutes.
Okay, did you catch that?
There was on November 7th, 2023, this was a special council meeting and like there was no minutes except to say none, 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 none. And then it went to a in-camera meeting and there were minutes from that. So I'm just saying is there's no minutes. I mean, they're fine because there was nothing done.
Thank you, Councillor Paulson. So this one is a special a special council meeting on the 7th as reflected in the minutes. You're right. The in-camera minutes will be presented in camera once those are compiled.
Okay,
Mr. Mayor, if I could provide you the answer to earlier, section 123 of the community charter states, and I just lost it. Sorry. No, one up. It says each council member present at the time of a vote must vote on the matter. Full stop. It says if a council member does not indicate how the member votes, the member is deemed to have voted in the affirmative. So those are two key pieces of the legislation to keep in mind. There isn't an option for abstention per se.
Councillor Johnson?
Thank you. Thank you, CAO, for that clarity. I think the concern, of course, that Councillor Coates and I both had were the fact that we're not in attendance for these meetings, but now understanding the language. And to be clear, I have every faith in staff that they've recorded these accurately. So thank you for that.
Okay, C. Did we do C? We did C. Brad, present. No, I needed a second and then we're in discussion. So all in favor? Opposed? Seeing none, motion is carried. D, that the minutes of the regular council meeting held on December 5th, 2023 be adopted as presented. Motion, please.
I'll move that.
Second.
Second.
Thank you. Discussion. Councillor Burchett.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Two comments on these minutes. The first one under section 12A, CAO update verbal. That staff bring back to council a recording in-camera meeting policy by June 30th, 2024. I'm just requesting an update from staff, or I put a motion for an update from staff with regards to that.
Okay, that's on discussion. You can make it in friendly after. Counselor Paulson,
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. As the same for October the 3rd minutes, I would request a deferral to the next meeting so that I
Your
have a
notes?
chance to meet with the CAO.
okay. So on deferral, we have a motion to defer. Do we have a first there? Do you want to make a motion?
I'll make that motion that we defer the December 5th, 2023 minutes to.
Pardon me, yeah.
Oh,
No, you had another point, sorry. Counselor Burchett,
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. On the last page there, under 18, adjournment, it says Counselor Paulson. It doesn't say if she's opposed or for, so it's just a grammatical correction for staff. Thank you.
okay, thank you. All in favor of deferral? Opposed? Seeing none, motion is carried. Petition delegations, none. Correspondence. From A to E, correspondence be received for information.
I'll move that.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Seeing none, motion is carried. Council reports, none. Reported committees, none. Mayor's report, Connected Coast, we already talked about. I made the call and Mr. Leach, the CAO of the Strathcona Regional District, was getting in touch with City West. I have not received an update since. Okay. So motion to receive a verbal report.
I'll move that.
Second,
I'll second that.
discussion. All in favor? Opposed? Seeing none, motion is carried. Unfinished business. Amendment 2023 Sophie report. That the 2023 Sophie Amendment staff report be received for information and discussion. And that council approves the amendment of the 2023 Sophie report to include to change the statement of severance, guarantees and indemnity agreement agreement to reflect one severance issued in 2023 with represents 6 months of compensation. Do I have a motion on that, please?
I'll make that motion.
Second,
I'll second that motion.
discussion. All in favor? Opposed? Seeing none, motion is carried. B, municipal advisor recommended implementation. That the report from the acting CAO be received for information.
I'll move that.
Do I have a second? Discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Seeing none, motion is carried. C, local government climate action program funding information. That the Growing Communities Fund and the local government climate action program staff report be received for information and discussion, and that council approves an extension request for the LGCAP funds received in 2022 and 2023.
I'll move that.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Discussion? Councillor Burchett?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'm put a motion that we have a CAL meeting to discuss this further and get some projects under the way and maybe look at some of the projects that have been completed that have already had resolutions for.
Okay, so right after this, you can make it friendly. Okay, still on discussion, Councillor Johnson?
Sorry, looking at 11C, I've got notes here that there was a recommendation in that Let staff address the council procedure bylaw next. Yeah,
The procedure bylaw is already in progress.
in progress?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So all in favor? Opposed? Seeing none, motion is carried. Go ahead, Councillor Bichette.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'm proposing that we have a committee of the whole meeting to discuss some of the projects to move forward with and some of the ones that are unfinished that have resolutions for.
Okay. Do we have a second?
I'll second that. motion.
Discussion? Councillor Bichette.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. One of the projects that I'd just like to highlight is the pave the gazebo ramp. That's already been a council resolution for that. It falls under the parks additions, maintenance upgrades, including washrooms, meeting space, and other amenities under this grant. So just like to get that one going. Maybe we can have it completed before Canada Day.
Okay. Further discussion? CFO.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So I had planned on bringing a list of capital projects, other projects to the next committee, of the whole meeting for budget talks. So I'll have all that information for you at that meeting. Thank you.
Okay, does that work for you?
Yeah, that's totally fine. Whatever
Okay.
council wants to do.
Do you think we need a separate Cal meeting for it or just bring it into the Cal?
I would recommend we combine it with already scheduled
Okay,
budget meetings.
okay. Thank you. You're okay with that?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, as long as there's a note for the gazebo ramp is one of the topics if it's on there. Thank you.
Excellent. Okay, so we'll cancel that. Staff report. Oh, sorry.
I just want to say thank you very much to the staff for preparing all this information. And it's really nice to have it all put together so we can see it in the big picture and deal with it individually as we go through. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Councillor Johnson.
Just a question to CFO regarding C. The climate action funds, can they be used stacked on shortfalls for the drainage project or and if you don't know the answer to that, if you can get back to us on that, that would be appreciated. Yep, thank you.
Okay, staff report, regional grant opportunity for UBCM Emergency Support Service, that the report for the acting CAO be received.
Go.
Somebody else does it too. I'll move that.
Yep, second,
I'll second that.
discussion. All in favor? Opposed? Seeing none, motion is carried. And that part of the Village of Sayward's, the Village of Sayward's ongoing work in relation to emergency planning and an application for financial assistance under the Community Emergency Preparedness Fund 2025 Emergency Support Services Grant to be authorized for submission to UBCM in collaboration with the Strathcona Regional District, and that the Village of Sayward agrees to the Strathcona Regional District submitting an application on their behalf, and that if funded, agrees that Strathcona Regional District managing the grant and being a recipient of all funding. Motion, please.
I'll move that.
Thank you. Second,
I'll second that.
discussion. All in favor? Opposed? Seeing none, motion is carried. Emergency services, none. Bylaws. Number 513, that the 5-year financial plan bylaw 513 be adopted, 2024 be adopted.
I'll move that.
Second,
Second.
discussion. All in favor? Opposed? Seeing none, motion is carried. B, reconsideration of adoption of the Code of Conduct. Recommendation for section 27(1)B of the council procedural bylaw number 416 permits council to reconsider a bylaw that has been previously adopted. And whereas bylaw 512 code of conduct originally adopted by council on January 2nd, 2025 requires reconsideration due to the removal of section 70, which resulted in a change of the bylaw structure and numbering, and replace the section 61C to read as following: with respect to the conduct may subject, a member to an application to the court for disqualification under section 111 of the community charter. Okay. So do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second?
Discussion? Councillor Burchett?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Through the mayor to CAO, was this gone over by legal?
Thank you for the question. Yes, it was. They actually drafted that language just to clarify what was already adopted by council, that the mechanism would be section 111 of the community charter, which already exists in law.
Thank you.
You. Okay. Under new business. Councillor Johnson. Oh, sorry.
Stop here.
I stopped here. Thank you. Be resolved that. I'm sorry. Okay, thank you. So voting on what I said earlier, do I have a motion? I need to call the vote. That's where I am.
We had
I said
Councillor
discussion.
Councillor Coates move, Councillor Johnson second. There was discussion and
You have
we're
a
just
question
waiting
now?
for votes.
So it's a good thing I messed up. Go ahead, Councillor Coates.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The integrity commissioner, I'm just wondering, like, would we be looking for somebody after we adopt this? And is that reflected in the budget for 2025? Thank you.
Is it reflected in the budget? That would be under legal cost for the village. And that budget is quite interesting, or has been. So council gets to determine how much it wants to earmark for that. But again, without an integrity commissioner appointed by council, they will be appointed on an ad hoc basis as required by the village.
Okay, all in favor? Opposed? Seeing none, motion is carried. Be it resolved that council adopts the Code of Conduct Bylaw 512 as amended to align with the changes made during this reconsideration. Motion, please.
I will move that.
Second,
Second?
discussion. All in favor? Opposed? Seeing none, motion is carried. Be it resolved that the provisions of this bylaw do not apply to any investigations or hearings about council members' breaches of Code of Conduct Bylaw 442, 2018 that were commenced prior to the enactment of this bylaw. Do I have a motion, please?
I'll move that.
Second,
I'll second that.
discussion. All in favor? Opposed? Seeing none, motion is carried. Now, new business, Councillor
Mr. Mayor?
Jonathan. Yes,
I
sir.
believe we missed the motion where it says part one, reconsideration of the bylaw. So
No,
how
we
it-
did that.
No, sir. How it works
No.
is you have to,
Oh,
I apologize. You did.
thank you. Occasionally I get it right. Okay, Councillor Johnson, new business.
Thank you. For council, there's a possible grant application that would see grant funding up to about $10 million for shovel-ready projects. The timeline on this is very tight. It's end of month. With the full understanding that staff is at capacity, I still think it's important that we pursue possible grant funding for projects in the pipeline that may be considered shelf-ready. In that way, I'd like to propose the following. That staff, either directly or through third party, apply for funding under the Canada Housing Infrastructure Fund for shovel-ready projects. And that an inventory of shovel-ready projects be completed based on a priority of need. And finally, that a funding solution is sought for an asset management report. Well, actually, I should break that up maybe. Oh, I'll continue. And finally, that a funding solution is sought for an asset management report that will inform on the priority of projects not currently shovel-ready. The purpose of that is to position us in a way where we understand projects that we need to work on and prioritize accordingly based on asset management information.
So we have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
I'll move that, or I'll second that.
Thank you. Discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Seeing none, motion is carried. Thank you. 16, am I going too fast? Everybody, the audience is going, no.
If that's helpful.
Question period. For the purpose of question period is to enable citizens to ask questions of council that are issues that are important to the citizen asking the questions. Speakers are asked to limit their questions to one each, and if time permits, everyone would have an opportunity to ask a second question. Citizens will be asked to state their name and address. Nope. Okay. In camera. That in accordance with section 92 of the community charter, this council meeting will be closed to the public at this time in order to council making consideration to the matters in accordance with the following sections of the community charter, which is 90-1C, labor relations and other employee relations, 90-1D, security of property of the municipality, 90-1I, the receipt and advice of subject to solicitor-client privilege, including communication and necessary for the purpose, and 90-1A, personal information about identifiable individual who holds or being considered for a position as an officer, employee, or agent of the municipality, or another position appointed by the municipality. Do I have a second? Do I have a motion?
I'll second, or I'll move.
Thank
I'll
you.
second.
Discussion. All in favor? Opposed? Seeing none, this meeting is now closed to the public. We will reconvene back at 7:40.